This is my buddy Colton, and I'm James, and today we'll be talking about Skinwalkers. Now, I'm going to pass this back off to my buddy Colton so he can, get a little screen time. What do you have to say about Skinwalkers, Colton?
Well, Skinwalkers are mainly in
Navajo.
Navajo, that's how you say it. Navajo legend. It's a person who committed a heinous crime to get these supernatural powers, so they're basically a witch.
They're not basically a witch, they are a witch.
Yeah. They can take forms of basically anything, but mainly in legends it would mostly be coyotes and wolves and stuff like that. They can take forms of other humans, and they do this by legit, either taking their form or just taking their skin, which is very gruesome.
Nifty.
We'll be delving into maybe some topics like the Skinwalker Ranch, which there was a documentary or
there was a documentary
show, something about that.
Yeah, there was a documentary series, I believe, on Hulu or some crap like that.
There's also the new movie coming out soon.
Skinwalker Island, yeah.
But yeah, we're going to be mainly delving into the topic whether or not they are real or not. I am saying that they are. James is saying that they are not.
Now, to be wholeheartedly here, as far as, the supernatural goes, I think they do exist. I was playing devil's advocate here. But anyway, we'll also be joined with our good buddies from Eyes Wide Open, Neil and Alex, and they actually did their first episode on Skinwalker Ranch, so go check that out on, is it like iTunes or something like that?
It's iTunes or Spotify or something, Creative Communications.
Yep, go check them out on the Creative Communications podcast channels. I think it's on iTunes or whatever. We'll have them plug it at the end of the video. Anyway, let's get right into it. Right, we're doing it again, Colton.
Go on.
Okay, let's get to the next scene. Woo! Oh, hi there. Okay, me and my buddy Neil here. We believe the Skinwalkers, bunch of bogus. Now, what is a Skinwalker exactly? We did kind of already go over this in the beginning, but a Skinwalker is a witch from Navajo or culture, whatever this thing is. Anyway, let's just say that's a witch, right? All right, now these witch, it takes your cat, your dog, whatever the heck that is. It takes your cat, dog, or whatever. It takes all the animals and crap, and it takes their skin and wears it. Now, the Skinwalker, it's a very interesting thing because you don't really know if the thing is a Skinwalker until you kill it or you catch it mid-transformation. But if it's sneaky enough to get into your house and take your cat's skin, I think it's sneaky enough to know when you're home and when you're not. Or you just go to a litter box or some crap when no one else transform. But anyway, the thing with these little bastards is, in order to kill them if they're real, you need two things. You either need, a magic Indian man or whatever to come through, who knows the right spells, in order to be like, yeah, and kill it. Or you need to take your 9mm rounds, you need to put some white ash crap on it, dip it in there, and go pew into either the neck or the wrist. Super weird to begin with. Which also, I don't know, man, seems a little whack. I don't know what the Indians keep in that pipe or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it's a little strong if they're dreaming up this crap. But anyway, top of that, just think logistically. How could something that is the perfect hider be hidden for so long? Especially if there's apparently so many sightings. Bro, just keep that crap on you. If you see a Skinwalker, it's like, oh my goodness, pop, 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 pop. Get rid of it right then and there. I don't know if more people are doing this. And besides, if it was such a major problem, then wouldn't you think that the Navajo people would open up about it, or have scouting parties to go kill these things? Nuh-uh. It's like the boogeyman. He don't exist, except for in Night Before Christmas, which is a pretty good film. Anyway, that's just my take on it. If it was such a big problem to have Skinwalkers, people are like, oh my goodness, this is going to be so great for killing those Skinwalkers when our time comes around. Why wouldn't the Navajo people have either scouting parties or open up about the information about them? It just doesn't make any sense. Now, Neil, what do you think about this?
Well, James, I think you made a very good point. But I'm going to start off with the fact that Skinwalkers, if they are living inside your animal's skin, you're going to notice it. Like James said, they start off as this witch thing, woo, And then if they try to turn into a dog, it's not going to look like a dog, alright? It's going to come out more like something like that, alright? This, you're going to notice that pretty quick. You're going to notice that pretty quick. If I'm going to the bathroom and Bear's in the hallway looking like a damn bent over gorilla, alright? I'm going to notice something, and I'm going to kick his ass, kick him out of the house.
Bruh, we have to bleep that out or like cut it.
But continuing my point, I would notice that. 2, skinwalkers have the smell of dead flesh.
Oh,
You don't think you're gonna notice that smell? It's not just your little brother's bad hygiene. That's dead flesh. Okay? You would notice that instantly. And then again, just look at this. I mean, come on, this isn't like a drama.
I mean,
It's all that needs to be said.
there was a sighting in New Mexico or whatever, and I don't know about you, that thing don't look like an animal. It's like yeah, as Neil said, the thing looks bent over backwards. It's like I went to go crab and then my neck got twisted around. That ain't an animal, bro. It ain't. How much time we got left, Colton? 58 seconds? Cool beans. Yeah, no, otherwise, I don't know. It just seems a little whack. If they were real, why don't the Navajo people tell us more about it? And if they are real, I mean, PU, am I right? Anyway, I don't know how Colton and Alex are gonna, try and debunk this crap. But anyway, love you. Mwah!
Oh, hey guys. Those were some pretty good points from James and Neil. However, we're going to prove them absolutely wrong with this. Not concrete evidence. There's really no concrete evidence that skinwalkers are real, but there's been multiple sightings and stuff, so yeah. So we're going to start in the past. Did you know that 35,000 to 40,000 years ago they found remains of a shape-shifting animal or half-animal person?
And that is concrete.
That is concrete. That is, look it up.
It's a fact, alright?
So they found that 35 to 40,000 years ago. I don't know how long ago the Navajo legends started, but the reason why, and James said this in his argument, why don't they open up, is because they don't trust outsiders. After everything we've done to them, they don't really tell us about their legends and stuff.
Just keep going.
Sorry, I get distracted easily. So the Navajo legend, Skinwalker is a witch that committed a heinous act to get these supernatural powers. And unlike what Neil said you'd be able to notice the difference. Actually, in the legend, they were perfect shapeshifters, so they could shapeshift to any animal perfectly, and you wouldn't be able to tell, I guess, other than the smell, because that is a thing, the dead carcass smell. But you would not be able to tell from a distance, at all. And they can even shapeshift into other people by either using the magic or legit taking their skin. Let's see. I don't even know why I have a marker.
Yeah, you're gonna draw that very graphic visual.
Yeah, alright. Another important point to know is the different cultures that come up with the Skinwalker stuff. Alex will get into that in a little bit. I'm just talking about that.
We got 3 minutes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go into it. Okay. So we've talked a lot about the Navajo so far, but they're not the only ones who have tales of a skinwalker. Now I'm gonna be honest. This was really last minute. I didn't have much prep time for research or for formulating a strategy to win this, but
I have a couple of examples from other cultures.
yeah, in multiple different cultures, completely disconnected from thousands of years ago. They all tell the same story of a same creature.
But different names. So we have the werewolf, vampire. Those two things are shapeshifters. Vampire can shapeshift into bats and wolves and different kinds. A werewolf shapeshifts into a wolf.
Different things.
Pretty much the same thing. That's kind of what it's based off of.
Different. Also, in the last argument they made, they tried to say a lot about how we would be able to tell if, how would you be able to tell? It's a perfect, Colton kind of already brought this up, but I feel like they made a lot of claims that were just complete speculation, and their entire argument was that they were not speculation, but this entire thing is speculation, and at least our side's gonna admit that. So
If you look it up, I'm pretty sure you can find nowhere where it says that they were not perfect copies.
That's a little guy. How much time we got?
A minute 30.
I think we don't even need the time. I think we already won this.
Really?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right. Yeah, let's go, bro.
Y'all were shit.
Hey!
Alright. So,
I don't know about you, but Neil seems to think that, me and him won this. But anyway, let us know in the comments who you think won. I think me and Neil made some pretty good arguments, and Alex and Colton, yeah. But anyway,
The drawings.
the drawings on our end, peak.
We're not that creative, are we?
Alright, so, anyway.
Speak for yourself.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, follow us at the, or subscribe down below and, leave a comment on the JHS, notifications, whatever.
Skinwalker.
Ooh.
You guys like to shout out your channel?
Yeah, sure.
No,
Podcast.
shout out to Eyes Wide Open Podcast and Eternal Flare Clothing.
Cool beans. Yeah, no, we also got like a Twitter or something,
Beanbag debate.
Yeah, that'll be
on X.
that'll be
Also,
at
check
the
out
end.
Creative Communications there.
Anyway, that'll all be at the end or whatever. With like a little card, pause it if you really want to. Anyway, deuces. Huh? Wow. No, you gotta wait for like right here.